Let's hope that everything goes smoothly here. How do I intro this? So, today I'm going to be doing a 100% speed run of Stray here. Now, this... basically for the purposes of this, I've made my own route, right? I've made my own route through the game. So this is obviously like a first draft sort of thing. Also, this is going to be glitchless, so I'm not going to like clip or do any weird things that have already been found, because there's been a lot of stuff found for this game already. Actually, fun story. So I originally wrote out route for the slums, which is like the only real area you really need to route, because the slums is just so annoying as far as routing goes, mainly just because you have to like grab music and bring it back to the guy with the guitar, and then after you give him like the music, he likes to play the song, which is great until you're trying to go fast, because you can't give him more music once he starts playing, so you have to like give him music and then let him play his little ditty that he plays, the song that he plays, before you can give him more music, so it slows you down. And I originally wrote up a route for this that basically fully routed all of the music in, and you gave the music, you'd go and did something else, you came back, gave him more music, went off, did something else, that type of stuff, And then I went looking, and I eventually found out, well, I didn't find this, I found a Google Doc with other people's findings, and it said that you could give him music and then like reload checkpoint, and it skips the playing of the song, so you can give him to him immediately. And I was just like, oh, well, my route is like almost completely invalid. Though I don't think, so with that, would it be faster to collect all the music and then just give it to him right at the end of Dead End, the Dead End chapter, before you head into the sewers? Just like give it to him, reload checkpoint, give it to him, reload checkpoint, give it to him, reload checkpoint. I don't think it would. I still think it's more efficient to give him music and go route and go do something else. Though with the knowledge that I can reload checkpoint, I had to rewrite the route to include it, because there is an area where I did find that, well, actually I haven't tested it yet, but that just theoretically would be faster. So we're just going to get going. So this is going to be Stray 100%, and the definition for 100% is quite simple. You need to start from a new fresh save, and you got to collect all 6 badges and all 27 memories throughout the game. Quite simple. And I'm going to hope that this auto splitter and load remover actually work. Timing for this starts when selecting start game here, and it ends after you lose control at the end of the game. Okay. I'm also going to be providing some commentary throughout this, so 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. Oh, look. The load remover is working. I was going to say, so this should have auto splitter set up and load removal, so that's pretty good. So hopefully I won't have to do anything as far as that goes. Okay, so let's get some base explanation into this. 100%. Glitchless. On PC. Glitchless. No glitches. We're not clipping, not doing any of that garbage. 100%. All 6 badges, all 27 B12 memories. This run is extremely heavily based on movement. So the first thing I'm going to do here is we're just going to run over and immediately mess with our little friends here, because the game requires that you mess with your friends. And what I'm doing is I'm basically pointing the camera at the next cat that I'm going to go bug, hold forward on the joystick, and hold the sprint button, and spam Y. Basically. That'll get the cat to move in a straight line, hopefully, to the next place it needs to be. And then right into the prompt. So there isn't much else to do here other than do exactly what you need to do. I'm drinking coffee, by the way. So, as I was saying before, the slums is the first major section of the game, and it's the one that really requires, the only one that requires routing. Because these first 2 chapters, there are literally no collectibles. It's just go from point A to point B as fast as you can. And then chapter 3, there is a memory to grab, but it's a required memory that you literally can't skip. Like, you can't miss it. And then the slums chapter 4 is really where it picks up, because in chapter 4 there's a bunch of shit we need to get done. There's 7 memories, 2 badges technically. And when I mean the slums, I mean it's because the slums is weird. It's spread over technically 3 different chapters, because you have chapter 4, which is the slums part 1. Then you have chapter 6, which is the slums part 2. And then at the end of chapter 7, Dead End, you have an opportunity to run around the slums one more time before you enter the sewers. So there's technically 3 different parts to the slums. Okay, so for inside the wall here, this is a very simple chapter. All we're going to do is run at breakneck speeds and leave our friends behind. It's quite literally all we're doing here. Also, it's faster to spam A when approaching a jumping prompt, because you can also hold A and it'll read the input for the jump, because that's how they do chain jumps, but it's faster to just like spam A as it gets the cat to just jump. But yeah, we're just leaving our friends behind. Now, you can't run on pipes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here to this thing and then jump down here like that. Because I want to get off the pipe as fast as I can, and then I want to get off the railing as fast as I can, because you can't sprint while on the pipe or the railing. So you want to just get off of both of them as soon as possible. And then here we're going to jump down here, get off the pipe, because you can't sprint on the pipe. Okay. We continue sprinting. Our friends are long gone, way behind us, never to catch up. We're never going to see them again, until we get to this cutscene here. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even realize it split. Oh, you might not even be able to see that on thing, depending on the lighting. Oh, God. Okay, whatever. When did that split for inside the wall? Well, it's this auto splitter, so theoretically it's splitting where it needs to. I didn't even realize. Lovely. Okay, so I don't think this is working. Hold on, can I go back? Oh god. I need to go backwards, the splits are taking control. Can I pause? No, I cannot. Okay. The splits are taking control. I am not on the flat game. What do you guys... Oh god, this auto splitter is great. Okay, control, can I go back? Pause real quick. Hold on. I need to reset this. This is terrible. How do I go back a split? Undo split. Okay, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna undo split again. We're then going to, where's split? Can we split here? I want to split here. Split. Okay. Okay. So the auto splitter seems to not be working very well. It's okay. Because I have to show my... You have to show your file at the end of it all anyway, so... You can get, like, the proper time there. Might just get rid of the auto splitter and load remover then. Because if it's just gonna, like, auto split in the wrong area, then that's not really what I want. Good. I hope that it syncs up properly for the rest of this run. Alright. So, we just fell. And you're forced to, like, not be able to sprint here, unfortunately. But then right around here you get to sprint. Which is what we're going to be doing for most of this chapter, because this is a slow walking chapter. Okay. So another thing when it comes to jumping, like I said, when approaching a jumping prompt, it's better to spam A because you get to jump faster. But then once you jump once, it's actually better to hold A to chain jump, like what I'm doing here. Oh, and the cat got stuck. Very good. So when you're approaching a jump, you want to spam A. But once you do that first initial jump, it'll be better to just hold A to have the cat continue jumping. So we're going to drop this bucket here. Boom. Physics. Now there is a clip you can do here with this paint bucket up here. If you get in front of it and push it, then it'll push the cat down with it and through the window. But that's a glitch, and this is glitchless, so we're not doing that. I'm getting stuck on collisions. Also, you can jump out of these bucket elevators before they get to the bottom. And that goes for zip lines as well. So I'm going to see if I can maneuver the cat here so that he doesn't jump back as far. Yeah, there we go. If you turn the cat sideways before he jumps, then... okay, this is the start of amazing movement in this game. If you turn the cat slightly before he jumps, then he doesn't jump back. He'll just kind of like hop in the air and stay at the same spot that he was at. Okay, so this is the first of a couple just run away from the enemy chases. And it is fully optimal to get through this chase without getting grabbed. And there is some consistency to these enemies. If you run diagonally here, that guy will jump, and then you can diagonal jump this way. If you run past these guys won't grab you. Okay, we already got grabbed. Oh, what the heck? What's happening? My controller is not working. What happened? Excuse me? What is with the weird technical difficulties I'm having? No, B seems to be working for meowing. Why wasn't it working to shake the enemies off? That's weird. Okay. So you can, like, instantly shake off the enemies when they jump onto you. I don't know why he wasn't shaking him off this last time. Whatever, doesn't matter. So we're gonna die. So like I said, there is some consistency in the enemy movement here. If you move the same way every time, then you can predictably get the exact same zerks to jump on you, or to properly avoid it. And ideally you want to properly avoid them, because when they jump onto you, you can't run, or at least not at full speed. So it'd be more optimal to not get grabbed, but whatever. Seeing as how my B button broke halfway through that. While the cat scratching himself here, we're going to turn the camera so that we can get optimal movement here. Some quick parkour. Come on. Jumping in this game is weird because it's all point to point. So if there's no A prompt, you can't jump. And the A prompt shows up based on like the cat's position, where your camera is facing, and all that other stuff, and as well as the direction that your... Oh, gotta get inside the barrel. And the direction that your movement stick is pressed. And it can be very fickle, and you'll end up jumping to areas that you didn't want to jump to, which is just perfect for, you know, the aim of going fast, jumping in the wrong area. Otherwise, the rest of this whole chapter is just a lot of jumping. Pushing down boards. Come on, cat. Push down the board. There's nothing to collect in this mission, as far as 100% goes. Just moving fast, sprinting when you can. Also, there's sometimes you just get, like, long climbing animations. I don't know why or what triggers it, because sometimes you make extremely weird and long jumps in this game, and the cat will be just fine. And then other times you'll, like, jump 2 inches towards another ledge, and he, like, has this, like, long climbing animation. I don't know what triggers it. I'm convinced nothing triggers it, and it's just random. So for here, we just need to stand on this keyboard. Oop. You can just, like, have your hind paws just, like, on the U button here. And then after this prompt here, we're going to jump off. And run over to this door as it's going to open. Now we need to grab these 4 batteries. I'm gonna attach him here. This guy didn't want to go in the first time. Typical batteries. Hit this lever, move this guy, grab the battery out of him. You don't have to wait for him to stop moving. That battery didn't want to go in, that's okay. I'm gonna jump up here, jump up here. Come on. See what I mean? Cat movement is weird. Alright. Come on, cat. Plug in. He doesn't want to grab the battery. You can also move during this cutscene. As you can see, you can move. So you want to just, like, hop in here and, like, climb. So you can climb during the cutscene to get up here a little quicker. And you can spam Y as soon as you jump down to pick up B12 here. Okay. That was pretty good. Minus the fact that the batteries didn't want to cooperate. So, here we meet our little robot companion, B12. And he basically just serves as, like, a guide. Giving you hints when you need it. Explaining what objects do. That type of stuff. As well as he's your collector of memories. Without B12, you can't actually collect memories. So basically, any time you find yourself without B12 in this game, there are no memories to collect whatsoever. And that only happens at the beginning of the game here, and then later near the end of the game in the prison chapter. Also, dialogue is fun in this game because you have to spam it with X, but then you have to end it with B. So you have to just, like, you're sitting here spamming X to get through the dialogue quickly. And then all of a sudden, X stops working and does nothing, and you have to, like, shift your finger over to B to get rid of the text box. It's great. Then he forces you to open your inventory here. X to use the thing. And then this keypad is 3747, I believe. 3748. There aren't many key code combinations that you need to memorize throughout the game, but that is one of them. And coming up is the first... Whoop. Oh yeah, you can also turn the flashlight on. And here you can jump out of the zip line a little sooner. Getting a little bit of a boost there. Again, more dialogue to spam through. You want to jump over to these... Come on. You want to jump over to these... come on. I can't get this cat to do what I need it to do. There we go. You want to jump over to the stairs, because if you jump onto the balcony, you can't sprint. It's slower. Unless you can't jump onto the staircase at all. In that case, it loses you a bunch of time. Because the movement in this game is amazing. Okay, so this will be starting the first major chapter of this game, which is the slums. And here we just have a scripted slow walk section. Can't really do much to speed this up other than cutting corners and not getting stuck on objects. Sometimes you can get the Guardian, this boy in the hat, to like play through his animations faster than the actual cutscenes playing. I've only seen it once, and I don't know how to repeat it, so... Meow. Oh, also, during every basic cutscene in this game, you can spam the B button, and the cat will be spamming his meow. Which is weird, because there are some cutscenes in this game that script the cat to meow. You know, like that make the cat meow on its own. But you can also spam meow during those cutscenes as well. See? I can... You can, like, barely hear the cat going meow. I don't know why they decided, out of all the functions in this game, to give you during, like, cutscenes like this, meow. That's one of them, though. It's grand. And the cat's, like, still meowing, but you can't hear him because the camera's too far away. So we want to show this dude this picture of the beach, and he gets really scared because the beach is scary. And then we're going to come over here. Because there is a safe. And the code to it is 1283. And inside we have our first sheet music. And this is the guy we have to give it to. So we're going to talk to this guy. And we're going to give him some sheet music. And he's going to play it, but we're going to ignore him. Now we also have to collect energy drink cans throughout this chapter for purposes of collecting items. And there are 4 of those we need to grab. So while that guy is playing his stuff, we're going to go and continue doing our own stuff. This guy digging through trash, ignore him. We're going to grab this memory, the RIP humans memory. I'm going to spam through his dialogue, and then grab this energy drink can. Gimme. Okay. Then we're going to run down here, around the corner here, jump up onto these boxes, jump up onto this little hidden balcony with this vending machine. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to see if I can clip out of bounds. No, okay, we're good. Very good. Then we're going to climb. We're going to come back over here. I can't climb on this bin, apparently. Very good. We want to climb up here. See what I mean? I'm not trying to jump up there, but the A prompt showed up there. Even though you can jump up here just fine. Very good. So we want to come over here and stand next to these people. There's a Y prompt that's not showing up. There we go. We're going to meow, distract them to have them throw it down. Then we're going to drop this paint here, which will trigger this guy to open up his little store, which we need to enter for another item. Okay. So now that they're in trouble, we're going to leave the scene of the crime because we weren't a part of it at all. And we're going to come over here and grab the final energy drink can. Boom. Beautiful. Also, some music starts playing, apparently. And I'm climbing up here, even though I was pointing the camera downward. Because this climbing mechanic is amazing. Okay. So now that we have all 4 cans, we need to grab the last thing we need, which is this detergent bottle. And with these cans and detergent bottles, we can come over here to our local shop vendor and buy some stuff, because he accepts energy drink cans and super detergent. Because we need all of this stuff. We need the cables, the sheet music, and this memory. Okay. Then we're going to run back over here to the guitar dude. And we're going to give him another sheet of music. Come on. There we go. Cool. While he's playing, we're going to ignore him because his music sucks. We're going to climb our way up here. Because there's a memory right here. Okay, cool. Now we're going to climb back down here. And go into the bar here. Because inside the bar there is a... Oh, come on. A memory? What the fuck is this cat doing? Okay, so we grab that memory. And once this UI comes up, we grab this music. Oh, come on. Getting stuck on things. And then we're going to come back over here and give this guy one more piece of music. Cool. So that is 3 sheets of music given to him out of 8. So now we're going to make our way up here to the next bit of required for progress story beats. We're going to go see a robot named Momo, who will tell us all about the Outsiders and their mission to escape the walled city. So we're going to talk to Momo here. We're going to show him the postcard. He's going to give us his notebook. We're going to spam through more dialogue. There's a couple of things we need to grab here. First is a memory right here. And then in here, there is a music sheet. So now we have to go hunt down the other 3 Outsiders' notebooks. So we're going to take this little zip line and again jump out early. And we're going to run over here to this little apartment, because the next notebook and another sheet music is in here. Oh, cat. That's our second notebook. Cat. There's some sheet music right here. And as soon as the cat's done having a mind of his own, and he's going to allow us to control properly, we're going to jump up here into this table and grab some more music. Okay. And then we have to head over here. Whoa. Jump up on this piano. Grab another bit of sheet music. And apparently do some parkour on some books. And we can grab the keys from here. Then we need to jump on all of these piles of books. And use the keys. And get another notebook. Again, spamming the crap out of our X button. Okay. So now, the next play here. Can I jump over to this vending machine? There we go. Long climb animation. Very good. So we need to go and ask... We'll actually give the cables that we bought to this person named Grandma. And she'll give us a poncho. Tasty. Okay. And now with said poncho, we're going to come over here and scratch the crap out of this door. If the cat wants to scratch the door. And in here we have another sheet music to grab. And a memory. We're going to give the poncho to this guy. This is basically setting up for part 2 of the slums, by the way. All of this, what I'm doing here. We scratch down this. Get over. Thank you. Okay. So we need to make our way back up towards the roofs. Because over here is where we need to head. Pull this battery to stop the fan to give us entry to this place. And the notebook we need is in this stack of boxes. Okay. We're gonna exit through this little thing. And we're gonna make our way down. Because there is a memory right here. And now we find ourselves right back where the musician boy is. So we're going to give him some sheet music. And then we're going to reload last checkpoint. Give him another sheet music. Reload last checkpoint. Talk to him again. Give him next sheet music. Reload checkpoint. This is quite literally what we have to do. And one more sheet music. Reload next checkpoint. Okay. And Last sheet music. And then we get the music badge. Very good. So that's our first badge. So now with all of that done, we need to go back and see Momo. Tell him we found all of the journals and we found a way to communicate with them. Boop. Okay. Hello. So we just have to give him all of the other journals. Okay. So, that was the slums part 1. We're now going to be moving on to the next chapter, rooftops. Okay. So since rooftops is mostly uneventful, other than just running through some enemies and all that other stuff. And collecting a couple of memories here and there. What we just did in the first part of the slums was we grabbed all the memories, got all the music done, and got some setup for part 2. Because you go back to the slums after this chapter, and even though it's a whole different chapter, it shares the same, like, collectibles. Like, you still have to, like, all 7 memories are still in there and available to grab during part 2. Same thing with the sheet music and all that. It's just weird how they break up the same level in multiple parts. I don't know. It's weird. Whatever. So you can get, like, some setup done for part 2 in part 1. Which was basically the whole getting the poncho, giving it to Elliot, all that stuff. So we're going to hack this door and spam our meow here. Because meowing actually attracts the enemies to us. And we need all of the enemies to enter this cage. Once they're all in, we hack the door again and jump across. And the thing with these barrels is you can push them from any part of the barrel, so you just kind of want to stand very close to the entrance of the barrel that you can easily get out of the barrel once you get it to where it needs to be. So there's 3 memories to grab. We grabbed a memory back there a little bit. There's another memory up in this building, and then the last memory is unskippable, and it happens right at the end of the chapter. What the hell? I can jump over here? Okay. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't even know there was space behind those boxes to stand. Okay. So yeah, like I said, this section is just like a lot of just trying to get past enemies. Spamming the B button because you can't actually jump with them grabbed onto you like that. Perfect. Now the memory's back there in that section back there, so what we're going to do is we're just going to hack this door. Attract all the enemies over here. Come on, you gotta follow me. There we go. Oh, come on. Gonna get into this little barrel, push it to where it needs to be. And then we're gonna run back over here and grab this. And then we're gonna jump onto the barrel we just pushed, up to this girder, to allow us to continue elevating. We're just gonna run past these guys because they're idiots. Okay, so after we hit this lever, there's gonna be a slow elevator that slowly comes down, and we have to avoid enemies, essentially. This is not too difficult of a section, but if you're not careful, you can die here. The key is to use these little jumps here, because enemies can't obviously jump past around to get you. Okay, that worked. And if you look forward and put your camera up, then this prompt will show up really quickly and allows you to get out the elevator really fast. Also, I can meow during this cutscene. The cat is still meowing, you just can't hear him. I promise. Yeah, cutscenes are weird in this game, because sometimes it allows you to have full control while in cutscenes, and other times it doesn't. Sometimes it allows you to spam the B button to meow, and other times it doesn't. I don't know why. Also, all cutscenes in this game are unskippable, which is, you know, sucky. But interestingly enough, only one cutscene in this game is actually, like, a non-engine rendered cutscene. And it's near the end. Right at the end of the jail chapter. Where it, like, fades to black and actually does, like, an actual proper FMV, or, you know, movie file for the cutscene of the getaway chase. All the other cutscenes in this game are in-engine rendered. Okay. So now that everything in this chapter is done, like, everything is collected, there's nothing else to grab. We can just progress with what we need to do to progress. So we're gonna hop down here to the bar, where Momo said to meet him. He's gonna want us, oh, he pushed the monitor weirdly, that was weird. He wants us to get up on the chair, but you can't actually jump on it until he signals you to jump on it. Which is just great. Also, there's a lot of waiting for NPCs in this chapter. Because there's two separate times where you have to, like, slowly follow your companion. And if you get too far away, then they, like, stop. But yeah, like I said, everything is done for this area. So there's no music we need to turn in or badges or anything. Well, technically there is a badge in this chapter, but it's a badge you can't skip. It's required for the story purposes. So yeah, at this point we just have to slowly follow Momo to Seamus's apartment. And if you get too far away from him, he stops moving and, like, wonders where you are. Also, since it loses no time, I'm gonna put a bag on my head. Which fucks with your controls so hard, it's unbelievable. It, like, reverses your controls. And, like, makes the cat, like, go back and forth like this a lot. I don't know why. but it's something you can do, and there's like 6 bags all over the map that you can stick your head into. Okay, so then here there's a code, like a puzzle code you need to knock this painting down to find the keypad, and then using the clocks on the wall you can figure out that the combination is 2511. And then in the secret room we need to come in here, jump up here, knock this box down. You can grab the broken tracker from up here on the shelf, which is fun. And at this point, we're just waiting for Seamus to come in here, say a line of dialogue, look at the table like a weirdo, and then we can give him the tracker, and he says to go and fix it. Because it's broken, and we need to get it fixed. Here you go. You coming? Okay, cool. Also, here is the only clip that I'm actually going to do in this, because it's stupid easy to do, and I don't actually think it should count as a glitch. When he touches the door to open it, you can just, like, walk through it. Don't ask me why. It just works that way. Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way. So Elliot is right up here, because we opened up this window earlier as a shortcut. And this is the guy we gave the poncho earlier, so now that he's thankful that we gave him a poncho, he'll fix the tracker for us. And the cat will jump in the complete wrong direction. Thank you again, cat. So now that we have the tracker fixed, we can just head right back to Seamus. Be like, yo, we fixed it? Yes, we're so good. So to explain what's like happening right now as far as story goes, essentially we fixed the transmitter to contact other people. Oop, I paused the game. In this like walled city. Momo got in contact with his friends, the other outsiders. They said that we needed to go through the sewers. And the sewers is apparently super deadly, and we need a way to handle the enemies, the little head crab boys, the Zerks. And the only person who knows where that is a guy named Doc, who's Seamus's dad. And he apparently went out into the adjacent city next to this place, or the other part of the slums, to test out the weapon that he was making against the Zerks, and then never came back. But with the power of the tracker that's now fixed, we can track where he is. And we're gonna go save him and bring him back. Also, this is weird, because you have to stay next to Seamus here, otherwise he's gonna, like, put the tracker in his pocket, and then, like, wonder where you are. Which is weird, because he's leading you. It's, you know... So even though he's got the tracker, and you're supposed to be following him, like, he's not following you, you still just use stuff to stay close to him. I don't know, this game's weird. Also, another thing about this game and its collectibles is they're kind of spread somewhat unevenly, but also somewhat not unevenly. Because there's two main big, like, levels in this game, and that's the slums and Midtown. And the slums and Midtown are very similar in a lot of different ways. Like, the slums has 7 memories to get, a couple of badges. And, what's it called? And Midtown's the same, except Midtown has, like, 3 badges instead of 2. And 7 memories as well. But this is, Chapter 7. Dead End. And there are 3 memories to grab here. The first one is right there. And here we're going to be put into our next unskippable getting chased by the enemy Zerks, like the Zerks. And again, it's optimal not to get grabbed here, but we'll see. This one's a lot easier to get through without getting grabbed than the first one, but you can still get grabbed here. Let's see if I can get these guys to, like, follow me early. Oh, nope. Okay, we're gonna get grabbed here, but that's okay. Sometimes you can trigger the group of Zerks that are standing next to that hole you need to crawl through to, like, run at you quicker so that they're out of the way sooner, so that you can actually just, like, go to where you need to go, but they didn't want to cooperate there, so I had to get grabbed to get through it quickly. Okay. Don't worry, the cat is fine. The cat will live. The cat cannot die. Don't worry about it. This cat literally has superpowers, as it can break a bone, lick its leg, and now it's fine. What broken leg? And the cat can also jump completely in the wrong direction. That's awesome as well. Gotta love when that happens. Okay. So the second memory is off over here. Oh, come on. Okay. And to explain what, like, the memories are, basically, B12 is our little robot companion dude. You find out a bit later, but he's actually a human who uploaded his consciousness into a security network, and we transferred his consciousness out of the security network and into this little robot boy. But he has none of his memories, so these memories are his memories from when he was a human. And with each memory you get a little bit more information about, like, the world, how things were before, why they are the way they are now, and all that other stuff. So that's all three memories in this chapter. We're going to come over here and poke this flashlight. So this is Doc. This is the guy we were looking for. And that big flashlight he has is actually, like, the weapon he built. It's called the Defluxer, I think. It's basically just a really strong UV light. Which, like, apparently the Zerks are, like, weak to ultraviolet rays. So, yeah, I don't know. So, purple UV light make Zerky head crab boys go pop. You'll see in a bit. Here. So he gave us a fuse, because we need to repair this generator so that he can recharge the weapon. So this section, I'm going to try not to die in. But the fastest strat is to literally just run through these idiots. Oh, come on. Okay, we're good. Yeah. It's literally the fastest thing. It's to just run past them, spamming B, and hope you don't die. That was pretty good. So now he's going to attach the UV light to B12, the little robot boy, so that we can actually kill the Zerks and fight back. So again, spamming through dialogue. Having to switch between X and B, because this game hates convenience, and we can just pop them. There we go. So we're gonna make these guys go pop. And then the doctor is gonna say, hey, kill these guys. Yo, nice killing these guys. Good job. And then the doctor likes to waste time by walking really slow, and we have to actually like sit here and wait for him. Not even spamming meow makes him move faster. But after he's done wasting our time, we have to push this little barrel all the way over here. And then get into this barrel and push it over here. And that should be close enough. Okay, now that we're in here, we can hit this lever so that we can open the door for Doc. Because for some reason, we still have to help him. Even though he's given us what we want, which is the UV light. Unfortunately, we have to save him here. I don't think you can actually prevent the enemies from getting in here. There we go. That worked out pretty well. One good thing about Doc is that all the other companions that you've had to follow, you have to stick close to them. Doc, you don't. You can just go right to where you need to go, and he'll be right behind you. Which is great. He doesn't need babysitting. But what is kind of sucky about the rest of this chapter is it's just running to a door, waiting for Doc to catch up to open the door, running to another door, waiting for Doc to catch up again so that he can open up the second door. And then you want to stand right around here, which will get this cutscene to trigger a little faster. And here we have this little heartwarming cutscene of them being reunited, I guess. Oh, come on. With more dialogue to spam through. That'll be the end of this slum section, essentially. So now we're going to be heading into the sewers. Which is an interesting chapter, to say the least. Come on, jump. So yeah, we should be good. We should have all of the memories up until this point in 2 badges. And now we have the sewers chapter. So the first part of this chapter here is just a lot of waiting, because, you know, you just gotta sit here on this boat until the boat gets to a spot, and then you can jump off and do some things, and then, yeah. There's nothing to do here other than just sit and wait. We are going to move the cat to this corner of the boat here, because we need to jump onto this ledge right here. Just going to be spamming it here. Hop on as soon as we can. Okay. So here we're going to... Oh, come on. Jump down. Jump down. Come on. We're going to trigger these pods and hit this lever. There we go. Cool. So, a little fun fact that I'm going to explain now before we actually need to use it is if you point your camera down and then turn the UV on, the cat is entirely in the light of the UV, which means any Zerks that have jumped onto you will jump off and die. And doing this also prevents them from jumping onto you because, you know, they'll be in UV light and they'll, instead of having their AI activate to jump onto you, AI will activate to blow up and die. So you can, like, run through big groups of Zerks a little later on in this level by just pointing the camera down and turning the UV light on. So we're going to stand on this little corner of the raft because I don't know if it actually makes this cutscene trigger in faster. I don't think it does, but who knows. Like I said, the first part of the sewage chapters is just a lot of waiting. Waiting for Momo to slowly row you from point A to B to C. And then you have to wait for him to slowly open this door. Okay, so now he's going to go open the door, and we're going to stand right here, ready to jump into the door once he opens it. Again, spamming A just so that we can jump as soon as possible. For some reason, they don't allow you to sprint through this little corridor, so we have to slowly walk. So there's 2 memories to grab in this chapter. The first one is back here, but there's too many pods in the way, so we're going to just clear out these people, because otherwise they're going to be in the way when they come back through. Like I said, 2 memories this chapter. First one's right here. I'm just gonna have the flashlight on the entire chapter, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Jump down. There we go. Sometimes cat don't want to do. Cat do what cat do. Okay, so there's a bunch of pods in this room. Again, we're going to ignore them. Gonna hit this lever. Boop. And again, we're just gonna spam this downward if we need to. Come on, get off me. There we go. Otherwise, just making our way forward. And again, look down, Put the UV light on, they can't grab onto, allows you to run right past them. Occasionally you have to shake one or two off, we're good. So at this point we're just gonna run, because there's no reason to slow down and garbage. Using the UV light when we need to, avoiding them when we need to. Okay, so now we have to jump onto this pipe and head backwards here, because the second and last memory in this chapter is back here, hidden in this little pipe area. We could stare at the big eyeballs now. Okay, cool. Now we have to head back the way we came, because the way to progress is back over this way. Okay. So in this area, there is a big door that we need to open up. Right there, in front of us. Whoop, 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 we're good. Okay. Just gonna kill these guys here. Okay. So let's hope we don't die here. We should be good. Again, just pointing the camera down. Prevent them from jumping on us. Any that are jumped on us will blast off with the UV, and we'll just keep running. That was pretty good. That should open up this door, so that we can jump through and progress. Okay. And here we have a cutscene which will lead right into the third and final Zerk chase. Okay. So this is the final time we ever get chased by Zerks in the game. And again, it would be optimal to not get grabbed, because getting grabbed slows you down. Oh. But if you do get grabbed, the speed at which you mash B does get them off faster. So here we're going to bait them this way and then go this way. Okay, that was perfect. That was exactly what we needed to do. Didn't get grabbed at all. Also, sometimes the Zerk can, like, sneak underneath the door as it's closing there. And he'll be, like, in this room. But he won't attack you, and he'll just, like, die because, I guess, his scripting breaks, I guess. So we're going to turn this fan off and make our way this way. So we've lost our ability to use the UV light, so... But that's okay, because there's no reason to need the UV light from here on out, because that's the last time we're ever going to see the Zerks until the final cutscene of the video game. And this is the next chapter, Ant Village, which is a lot of walking around and talking. There's also a badge we need to collect in this level, along with one required memory, which is this one we're seeing here, and another one that we have to grab. So at this point, the B12 remembers that he was a human, and he's kind of like shocked. The fact that he was once a human at some point. And he says he needs a moment, so at this point we can't actually talk to anybody, pick up memories, or grab items. So the game just kind of like forces you to walk ahead and find the person we were looking for, Zatsabar, who is meditating up here. But once we talk to him, then B12 will be like, okay, I'm good. And we have to go back and grab a couple of items and a memory that we passed already. So Zatsabar tells us we need to head to Midtown and find Clementine, who is the last, well, not the last remaining, but like the last outsider who's actually still committed to trying to get outside. So we're gonna ruin these guys' Mojang game because it's faster to get to the elevator. Jump off the elevator before it gets all the way down. Jump over here and grab the red flower. Because in this level we have to collect 3 different flowers. A red, a purple, and a yellow flower. And we have to give it to this kid. And this kid will then give us a badge for collecting him the last plants he needs for his collection, I guess. Something like that. So the red flower is out there. The purple flower is up on this branch right here. And the yellow plant is up here. Past Zatsabar. Past this bar here. And onto this pipe. Yellow plant. Oh no, don't go down that elevator. Luckily you can jump out of elevators almost immediately, so that's good. And the kid we need to give the plants to is right here. And he'll give us the plant badge. And that will be our 3rd badge. 3rd badge out of 6. And the last 3 badges will all be found within this next level, Midtown. Which is interesting, because they put like 7 memories and 3 badges into Midtown. Even though the map size and explorable area of Midtown is actually smaller than the slums. So yeah. When does this auto split? Oh, it splits right there. Very good. Okay, so there's, yeah, like I said, there are 7 memories in this chapter. The first one's right here. Can't miss it. Literally, you walk into the trigger. Because there are, I think, 5 required memories that you need to grab throughout the course of the story. And these are the big memories, you know. The ones that reveal the most amount of plot about your companion and the world and stuff like that. Okay. So yeah, that's the first memory in this chapter. Second memory is right here. Okay, now this is the main part of Midtown. So in here, we're going to hop into this window right here. Because up on the top shelf, there is a safe. And the code to this safe, I don't know how actually you get this legit, but whatever. It's 8542. And inside, another badge. Cat badge. Very good. I don't know how you get that code legitimately. I remember when I did my first 100% playthrough of this, I looked it up. So after you grab the cat badge, we're going to run down this alleyway. Climb up onto this dumpster. Up onto this AC unit. Up to this little spot on the roof where there's another memory. hop into this elevator, and once again, hop out of the elevator the second you can. Then we're going to turn here and go into this barbershop, where up here, in this little hidden area, there's another memory. Kitty. Okay. And then across the street from this barbershop, there is this restaurant. We're gonna hop, 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 hop. Beautiful. And the memory's right here. Jump down. Boom. 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 There we go. Okay. So now we're gonna head over here and actually start making progress in, like, the required sense. So we need to get, so the things we need to do in this little apartment block, we need to find Clementine and talk to him and get the plan. We also need to procure a mixtape. A fire one at that. And to do that, we need to jump onto these cameras. And destroy them. There we go. Okay. Now all of those 3 cameras are destroyed. Then the people down there in the main lobby will be happy. Whoop. Come on. But first we're gonna go talk to Clementine, who is hiding out in this abandoned building right here. I don't know how Clementine got in, seeing as how the only way in is that little hole in the wall. But whatever. We're gonna show him this picture that Zatzabar gave us, and she's gonna be like, okay, yeah, cool, you're on our side. And she's gonna go tell us to meet a guy named Blazer and give him this message, as he's our contact to help us get to where we need to go. And since we took down those 3 cameras, these guys down here are really happy that we did that, because they don't like people spying on them. So we're gonna then talk to him, and he's gonna give us a cassette tape, because he's got a fire mixtape. Now, to continue, we need to actually procure a worker's helmet and a worker's jacket. And to do that, we're going to need that mixtape. We're also going to need to wake this guy up because he's in a coma. And the best way to wake him up is to just knock some bottles onto his head. Don't worry, he's not mad. We're then going to run out because this area is kind of tightly timed here. And we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to run into the store, run into the back, and pop the fire mixtape into this radio. And warning, loud. Yep, okay, that's loud. But it's still fire. And then while this guy is back there turning the music off, we can steal the jacket. Then we're going to climb up these air vents. Oh, come on, come on. Come on. Because up here, there is a hidden little window here. And inside, there is a dead body. And this dead body has our next badge. The police badge. I don't know how you're supposed to find this legitimately, or if there's like a clue or something. Like, I have no idea. I have literally no idea. I looked it up. Okay. And the cat's jumping the wrong way. Very good. This area is like kind of tightly timed, but it doesn't really matter all that much. It's not like super critical or anything. Yeah, okay, we just missed it. Damn it. So the idea is to grab that stuff and then hop into that box that that guy's carrying, so that we can get carried into the store. But that's fine. We're just going to have to take the second box in. It's fine. If you're perfect with your movement and quick, then you can make the first box. But if not, there's an infinite supply of boxes that they just continue to move into the store that you can take. So it's like, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. So we're going to hop out right in front of this guy. He doesn't care. We're going to steal this worker helmet because he doesn't care. And then we're going to leave through here. Okay. So now we have the message from Clementine and the worker attire. We're going to talk to this guy who's wearing an awesome gold chain named Blazer. We're going to give him the contact message. He's going to be like, okay, so Clementine sent you. Cool. He's like, you need to get into this area to grab a battery. But we can't get you in because they're checkpointed. So I need to look like a worker. So we're going to give him the worker attire so that he can blend in. And he's still wearing the gold chain. Suave motherfucker. We're going to hop into this box and he's going to carry us through the checkpoint. Now, coming up is a stealth section where we're going to have to sneak past these, like, sentinel drones. It doesn't matter if we really get caught as long as we don't get tased. Because getting tased is bad. Getting caught, whatever. Because you can technically dodge and outrun these guys, but, you know, whatever. Whoop, sorry for bumping my mic there. I'm going to hop out the box as soon as possible and sprint this way. Because that is perfectly timed to get past that first sentinel. We're then going to wait for this guy to move. And once he moves, we're going to immediately start moving. Because this is, like, really tightly timed. We're going to jump here, jump here, jump here. Very good. Perfect. We're going to talk to this guy. He's going to say he lost his keys and we need to help him find him. So we're like, okay, we'll help you find him, bro. We unfortunately have to wait here. Climb back here. Hit this lever. And this is going to be timed with this box here. We use the shadow of the box to get past the lights. Uh-oh, that's not good. We're fine. We'll be alright. The worker's keys are right here. And then from here we can hit this lever, which will bring us back to a previous section. Because we need to bring the keys back to the worker. And for bringing the keys back, he'll be like, oh, thank you, bro. Here's the last badge you need. Thank you. So that's all 6 badges. We just head back this way. Again, using the shadows to stay out of sight. Alright, very good. Then we're gonna run into this barrel here and use it to get past these lasers. Okay. Now we're using these little trash cans. We're gonna need to move them into specific positions to there we go, to get the battery. Because we're trying to get an atomic battery that'll be used to power the subway. Because Clementine's plan to get to the surface is to use the subway to escape Midtown. So while this guy does his little weird routing, whatever, we're going to turn him off, leave him on that switch. Turn this guy back on, drag him over here to the second switch. Turn him off. That'll get the pillar into position so that we can roll this barrel just perfectly right underneath it. So convenient this is. Right on to the third switch, where it'll lag. It always does that, I don't know why. And then we can grab the atomic battery. Okay. So now we can escape through this convenient zipline. And again, spamming A to jump out of this thing as soon as possible. Don't worry about the weird animation, that was perfectly normal. Cats can do that. I bet your cat can do that right now if you really wanted to. So then we're going to run over here, up the staircase, and into the store that was closed before. Grab the 6th memory. Okay. Cat movement. Hard. So now the block of apartments is wardened off by police tape, but we don't care. We're going to run right by. And we have another little mini stealth sequence here with these sentinel drones again. Because we need to get back to Clementine's apartment without being seen. So we're going to run through here, like this. Run over here. Hop into this box. Wait for this drone to get a good bit of distance away. Then hop out the box. Wait here because the sentinel drone will see me otherwise. Oop, getting stuck on a wall. It's okay. And then we just run across this, down here, and into Clementine's apartment. Where we find that Clementine isn't actually here, but she's left us enough clues in order to tell us where she is to find her. So we need to find the clues hidden around her apartment. One of them's on this mannequin dummy thing. Second one's here on this incense burner. We then have to scratch this to open up the drawer. You can get a weird animation if you jump on these staircases like that. There you go. And then there's one here on this gem. Then we jump down here. And in the kitchen, there's a lava lamp, which has the last message. And that does tell us that she's with Blazer, her contact, over in the nightclub. So that's where we're headed next. Oh, and then this guy wants to be here. That's really good. Loves eating, wasting time. Good, very good. Then we're just going to jump down here, jump down here, jump down here, and run out. We're going to come back down this alley that we were in before with the guy wearing the cone on his head. And using the balconies, we're going to climb up over to this window, and this guy will let us into the nightclub. We're going to jump over here to the bar, get ourselves a drink, because, you know, it's a nightclub, and then we're going to get into this dumbwaiter, which will take us to a secret area that has the final memory of this chapter. Very good. We take the dumbwaiter back up. Apparently we're going to jump up there. That's cool. And with this drink we grabbed earlier, we're going to give it to this guy, because this guy thought it would be funny to grab this lever. I don't know why, but he was like, here, give me a drink. And I'm like, okay. We're going to put the lever back where it belongs. Jump on it to lower this little platform, which we'll jump on top of. And the DJ boy, being mad, will raise the thing, which allows us to get up here. And here we have to solve this really hard puzzle. I don't actually know the combination. So I probably will stay here for a bit. But that's okay. I'll figure it out eventually. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So once you get all the things where they need to be, you can parkour across it. Because we've been trying to get to the VIP booth up here. Because that's where Blazer and Clementine is. Also, you get some sick beats. Ignore this guy, he's not important. I'm gonna run up here. And oh no, we find that Clementine's actually been tied up, because Blazer has betrayed us. And he's ratted us out to the authorities, so now we're gonna get tased and sent to jail. So now we need to escape from jail. And to start that, we're gonna swing this cage back and forth. I swing my cage back and forth. We're gonna try and hit it against this pipe, which will somehow bust the lock open. Oh, come on. Boom. I don't know how that works, but it works. Don't worry about it. And then using our insane parkour skills, we're gonna parkour up. Because we need to escape the jail and find our robot buddy. So we need to push this over there. Jump down here. And here we're going to find some more of those, like, sentinel drones that they probably expect you to stealth by, but we're not going to do that because that's slow. So we're just going to run right past them. Hopefully not get tased. We're good. Don't tase me, bro. Oh, and apparently the cat doesn't want to listen. Just jump up here. Hey, look, there's Clementine. So we need to bust her out of her cell. So we need to grab the keys from this little office. Come on, jump, jump, jump. There we go. And then we can just kind of like chuck the keys right here, and he'll grab them. Or she'll grab them, sorry. I actually don't know if Clementine's a boy or a girl, but I'm just going to assume it's a girl. And here we get to walk in circles and spam B. Because at this point we're purely waiting for Clementine to move. Because she's the one with the keys. We don't actually have to stand next to Clementine, I don't think. But whatever. Or maybe you do. Again, just waiting. And here we can see that our friend is imprisoned. Cat has not stopped talking. Okay, I'm gonna stop spamming that. That's hurt my finger now. So we can get in front of Clementine here, but the game really doesn't want you to be in front of Clementine, so it like makes you slowly walk here, but if you can stay in front of him by like clipping corners here and stuff like that. And by doing this, like Clementine's put in a weird position and like teleports back and then back to where she's supposed to be. I don't think it makes Clementine move any faster, but it just does that weird teleport thing. So now this is supposed to be another stealth section that you're supposed to like avoid getting seen, but like nothing stops you from getting seen. It's not like you get seen and then like instant fail or anything like that. It's like you get seen, it's like, oh no. We'll try not to get seen though, just for the sake of that. Okay. That worked. I didn't know what happened if you got hit by that laser. That's funny. Okay. But hitting this lever puts these robot boys into like scripted positions. And if this chair wasn't in my way, we'd be able to move fast. And if we grab our friend here, Okay, we're good. Woo, we're fine. That was great. Okay, that somehow worked. Yeah, the objective there is just get B12 as fast as possible. Don't get shocked. More dialogue to spam through. Gonna hack this door. And we're just gonna, like, knock these bricks down. And that'll trigger Clementine to pick one up. And throw it through that window up there. Just jump up onto Clementine's head. Apparently there's a way you can jump onto her head quickly. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. So now this is a section where you actually have to get caught on purpose. Because you need to, like, bait the robot boys into, like, this cell over here. Oh, of course. That's so good. This is slow. Let's just hope I don't get hit. There we go. Okay. That's what you needed to do. That's what the drone was supposed to do, but the drone wanted to be a rebel and not listen to what it's supposed to do. That was slow. Okay, whatever. At least we didn't die. Actually, it probably would have been faster to just die and reset. I don't know. Who cares? Whatever. I'm not mad at all. In the slightest. Now, there's only one memory that you can pick up in this level, and that's, right here. Come on, grab the... What? Game? There we go. Wasn't letting me pick the memory up. I kind of need that game. Okay. Now we have to do the exact same thing here. Except there's two of them. See if I get zapped here. Okay, we're good. Ah, dang it, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I think actually going at it from a death makes it a bit more consistent because this drone over here, like, turns towards the door. So you can, like, trigger him, and get into this area a little faster. Oh, but that also triggers this guy not to want to follow me. That's so cool. Dude, you need to follow me. See if I get zapped here. Okay, there we go. That worked. Yeah, I was going to say, from a reloaded checkpoint, it's slightly more consistent. But it's also very consistent that that guy, the first guy, doesn't want to follow you for some dumb reason. So then we need to jump into this little vent here. And open the door. Okay, so now we need to run over here to this little car and scratch at the keys to get Clementine to come over here and drive the car. We just need to jump onto the back here. So we can get into the control room here and hit the lever down. And you just want to be holding sprint and forward down this entire time, because you want to try and get to the car here really quickly. And to do that, you want to cut this corner real good. And spam A. There we go. Okay. Because the sooner you can get onto the car, the sooner this cutscene triggers. As you can see, this is like an actual just like FMV. This is not an in-engine cutscene, I don't think. So it doesn't look like it. It's got like film grain and crap on it. It's also not running at 60 FPS. It's running at like 30. But you still can't skip this cutscene. But yeah, for that area back there, you want to just like hold sprint the entire time and cut that corner real tight. Because the second you're able to jump onto the car, it triggers the cutscene. And if you don't get it there, then you have to like run down that hallway, the escape tunnel, for like 10 seconds before you can catch up to the car. So that saves a lot of time being able to just get onto the car really quickly there. Okay, so now that we're back at the metro station, we need to plug the atomic battery we got from the Neko Corporation into this transformer back over here, which will power up the whole metro station. Then we just gotta quickly make our way up to the front of the train, hop onto the controller seat, and use the key to activate the train. Okay. Now this is the final chapter of the game, Control Room. What we want to do is we just want to stand at this door, holding forward, so at the second that this door opens, we can move. And it doesn't matter whether you're going up the stairs or the escalator, you move at the same speed. So you just want to pick the ones closest to where you need to go here. You're going to cut this corner here. Come over here. Going to turn this on. You can actually apparently clip through this door, like by being crushed by the little trash can boy, but that's, again, a clip, and this is glitchless. So we're going to have this guy look at this thing. Then we can run over here during this little cutscene here. And scratch these wires. And again, there's like a cutscene of the doors opening, but you can also like move during it. Again, some cutscenes you can just like move during. So this is where we grab the last memory of the game, which will be confirmed by the HUD element popping up and saying you're done, as well as you getting the rainbow jacket. Okay. So now we have to interact with this. So yeah, that's all 100 memories and all 6 badges. And as you see, 3 badges on this side, 3 badges on that side, just to prove it. Very good. Didn't want to do that, but that's okay. So now we have to activate all these keyboards. Get all the screens lit. Very good. So now we need to open up the roof to the walled city here by scratching these wires. And then having the little drone boy hack it. You can also walk sometimes during dialogue sections like that, where B12 is talking to you or somebody else is talking to you, and you can kind of just like move around for some reason. They're inconsistent. I have no clue why. Some you can walk around and some you can't. You push this little thing out the way, scratch these wires, and have B12 hack the thing. Okay. Okay, so now he's gonna hack the final thing. I'm gonna have to pick him up one more time and put him here so that he can open up the roof to the walled city. Because the whole story is that, you know, the world went to shit. Humans walled themselves into this quarantine city. But now that the world is not gone to shit and life can exist outside the walls because, you know, the cats that were at the beginning of the game were living outside the walls just fine, the city can now be opened up, and the companions, which are the robots that we've been talking to this entire game, can now live outside of the darkness of the walled city. And sort of carry on what the humans were doing before they died out. So yeah, this is the final, like, big cutscene of the game. Again, you can't skip it, so you just gotta put your controller down and be like, yay, lovely, unskippable cutscenes. But in this cutscene, you get to see what the world looks like, bathed in the actual sunlight. You can see all the characters that helped you along the way and all that other stuff. Oh, and all these guys blow up because UV from the sun. Okay. So now that that cutscene's played, we have to do the final little movement section here. We just get to run to the exit. And time is coming up. Time will be the second the game fades to black after the last input. But otherwise, we just get to run into doors. And the game forces you to stop running here, and just forces you to slow walk it. And time is right here. There you go. It auto-split. There you go. That's time. That is 100% Stray. Glitchless. All 27 memories. All 6 badges. 1 hour, 45 minutes, 19 seconds. Once this cutscene's done and I can skip past the credits, I'm going to go back to the file selection and look at the time there. As that's going to be more accurate because my splits had some issues right at the beginning of the run. And to check the file, there's the actual time of it, and all 27 memories. And you could see that all 6 badges were on the vest at the end before I finished it up. So yeah, that's 100%. That's basically it. And if you actually did glitches and clips, there are some clips that can also save quite a bit of time. So, yeah. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this little demonstration of, well, the current route that I came up with. This entire route I came up with, basically. And the only thing that I didn't, like, I didn't know you could, like, reload the checkpoint when you gave the music to him, so my original route, you know, fully routed all of the music in and giving it to him at different times and doing other shit. Well, here I just, like, for the first bit, I, you know, give him music and I go do something else, but then right at the end, I'm like, okay, let's just spam it out and get it all over with. Because it's faster during Chapter 2 to just, like, do what you need to do during Part 2 of the slums, because a lot of it's following characters around. And that's the demonstration for 100%. I hope you guys enjoyed this run, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.